Glad to have you with us from the Dome in Syracuse, New York. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Golden Bears ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Syracuse's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here comes the junior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. The run inside. It's Miller. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground. He's got it again. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Is it off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Got a wide open receiver. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Syracuse right back at it.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Again, it's Angeli. This one's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
So California's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. He has a talented cornerback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to this matchup to prove how good he is. They'll run it from the gun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Sangopolitelli from the gun on third down. Quickly complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Might have a chance. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth, and they already got them back on their heels.
Jaron Chiave Sangopolitelli. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Hendricks. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Golden Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give to the left. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Going to get a stoppage here as there is an injured Cal Bear on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. JKS. He's got the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised. around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Throwing Sangapalatelli. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the timing just a hair off.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Steve Angeli. The throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The Orange will have to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Sangapalatelli makes the catch. It's strong. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. send the back in motion. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. Wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Third and long, coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. JKS. Oh, they're after him. And he never had a chance.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Songopolitelli, play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing and jelly. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Syracuse will be forced to punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Slips through the line. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. They've had a couple of scoring drives, but man, do they need a touchdown drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running inside, it's Miller, fighting off the defender. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Angeli fires to the right, and his throw is incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Golden Bears sideline, guys, I have got my eyes on the running back. He told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week.
There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Hendricks. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing Sangapovatelli. using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this one is perfect. They're now up 9-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Angeli on the play action. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Well, everything on that play started off great. The offensive line gave a great pocket to the QB to survey downfield. He found the open receiver. You just got to finish the play. Receiver, you got to make that catch.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going to the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Makes the grab, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Miller. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Orange.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Sangopolitelli throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Perry. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 7 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's South Carolina with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back over to your game inside the Dome. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Dome in lovely central New York.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line.
Makes the grab in their space. Oh, he got loose. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well stick with him. Maybe a crease. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen him. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he...
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So an 82-yard drive there. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Syracuse, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Steve Angeli fires to the big fella. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. He leaves it with the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The give on the counter. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. Second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. They go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
On the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. JKS. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak for it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Caught in the backfield, it's Weaver. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
95, 96. Ready. Red 24, red 24. Where did he go?
Throwing Angelic. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. Angelic. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of downs.
Finds the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. In the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
Down, ready. Red 18, red 18. Go, go.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Steve Angeli flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead is now back down to 9.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Songa Politelli on the play action. Makes the grab on the left. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
I think at this point of the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Again, it's Angeli. On the run, fires downfield. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Angeli from the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Syracuse right back at it. Throwing Angeli. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Running backs out there, you cannot turn around and run with it until you finally look the football in. You've got to catch it first, then turn around and get upfield.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go play action with Angeli. Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Pocket breaking down. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
And with that kick, man, we got a one-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts. So you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
And here's the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Orange call their third timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. They boot it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And Jelly. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Brings up 2nd down.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.